I want to just get straight into it, okay? The way we met is just so fucking funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We met in the UFC gym, right? So after we did the sparring thing where they do like for 5 minutes, everyone's like sparring. He sat down next to me. We started talking, bro. What happened with you was one of the funniest shit. I don't think you even realized it. Like I tried my best not to like show it when it happened, because bro, I have such a good memory, bro. I was talking shit. I don't even know why about the most random like I was like there's a random thing I saw that day, and I don't know why I chose to talk shit about with you. Ends up being your ex. Can we talk about that?
That was weird, right?
But how?
That was funny
what are the
and
odds?
weird. Really, like
When you told me,
I think that was one of the days. That was one of the times you got this realization that you shouldn't talk shit. Because you never know.
Be more careful.
You never
like,
know.
you
That
never
was
know.
so random. That's so true.
Bro, when
That's
you
so
told
true.
me, oh, that's my ex. I'm like, wait, what? Because you're like, wait, you kept telling me like, because I didn't know the name of the person. I kept just saying, you know, like, I don't want to go too much into detail, but like, and then it's your ex. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, really?
It just shows you Dubai, man. Dubai is so small. Like for the level, you really have to always choose to be politically correct. You have to be always diplomatic. I was saying this in front of one guy today, one of my friends, very, very good friends. And I was like, bro, I don't know what, I'm not being able to find the words lately, because anything that you could say could be offensive to somebody.
Could be a problem.
Could be a problem. So like, I just choose to be diplomatic always.
It's either you be perfect, or you have to be like a little bit, you know, like on the side. Like for me, he already knows. It's either I get cancelled or I don't. I don't know which one, you know. But I'm just gonna freestyle it. Obviously, some things we know we 100% shouldn't say. I won't say, but I want to be more free, because I realize like with the podcast, like everyone in Dubai does a podcast, but it's not like a free. It doesn't feel like a podcast. It feels like a perfectionist. Like everything's like, I ask you a question, don't say something wrong.
Yeah.
I want to be more free. That's why like the thing I started with doesn't make me look good, but it's the truth, bro. Like that whole situation was funny. I was heartbroken. I don't know if you remember.
But I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
We connected, right? This is what life is missing.
Exactly.
I mean, hey, like, did you actually realize something that you shouldn't do? Or maybe this is something that you should do more often. I feel like this is what people are missing out. People are choosing to be fake.
Being more of ourselves, you know.
Just be yourself. So what if you knew my ex? I could either be like, oh my God, this guy is weird.
I didn't know. No,
but I didn't judge you, honestly.
I've never met her, and I don't know why. Out of everyone, I think there was just one stupid video I saw that day. I felt like I had to say it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And then like, bro, to this day, I think it's genuinely crazy.
It is crazy. And it's
The
crazier
odds
that
is
you still
insane.
remember this.
Yeah, because it
scarred
was
you,
such
huh?
a, bro, I was so,
PTSD.
I was like, what? Actually, and the way you went about it, honestly, like, props to you. You went about it such a mature way. The first thing you told me is like, bro, like, look, I get it. Because I came out of a relationship at that time. You're like, bro, I get it. Like, you know, what happened to you and everything. But like, always come out like the best way. Even if things went wrong, always go about it like the best way.
100%.
Be as respectful as you can with everything, no matter. Because you never know what can happen like in the future and stuff. It was 100% true, bro. I was, you know, more careful about these things.
100%, 100%. To this day, she still messages me, you know, for like.
You guys are still friends?
Well, not friends. She still texts me. We're not friends. She still texts, and it's because of that. It's actually exactly because of that. Like, you just have to always come out of any situation without the idea that, you know. Sorry, let me rephrase. Any person that comes to your life, before you leave that person or during your whole lifetime of being with them, especially when it comes to relationships and girls, always choose to do the right thing.
Mm-hmm,
choose to act as per your values as a man, and they'll always come back to you. I think that's what we spoke about.
Well, that's not what happened with me though.
Yours
Yours is texting you, mine is getting married to someone else. So what the fuck is that?
Go to the wedding.
I should go to the UFC gym more.
Yeah, go do a podcast with her husband.
Yeah, that'd be nice, huh?
That'd be funny.
Like, what are the
No,
things
you'll
have
meet him in the
common?
UFC gym as well. You'll meet him in the UFC gym. Imagine that.
I won't be shocked at this point, wallah, with Dubai. It's small.
It
Small.
is.
It's big, but small at the same time.
It
I
is,
don't know,
it is,
you know?
it is, it is,
It's
it
weird.
is.
But bro, how you been ever since then? Tell me.
I've been really good, honestly. I've been really, really good. I was in FAM Properties at that time. I was doing real estate.
Fam, the guy...
Firas Al-Musadi.
I went to the event, which is so funny. It was so random.
Which one of them?
He did like this, the
Yes,
biggest
this
one, the
guy's
one with
always doing
Coca-Cola.
an event.
The one with Coca-Cola.
Oh, Ryan Serhant.
Yeah. There's this
Okay.
guy, you know, he's like 1 year younger than me. He's like filthy rich. He's like, bro, I'm going to this thing. Come with me.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. I go there. all of the real estate agents in Dubai are there. He's giving a whole speech. That the guy, what's his name, Ryan?
Ryan Saran.
Yeah, I really like that guy. He was also there. It was really interesting, like the whole thing. He's FOMOing like on the whole Palm Jebel Ali thing.
Mm-hmm.
He was like telling everyone, like you have all the real estate agents there. I'm like, man, if there's one way to like advertise, like that's the best way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He's going all the way in that. Apparently, that's what he was saying. So were you there?
No, I wasn't. So I was actually, funny story, I completely left Dubai.
Yeah, by the way.
Completely.
Why?
You want the, like the honest truth?
Honest.
I just wanted to change, man.
Why?
I just wanted to change.
It was
I've been here for 9 years. There are a lot of ins and outs to Dubai. What's been happening? We'll get to that differently. But yeah, I was doing real estate in Dubai for 4 years, and I just feel like the market became too saturated. Everybody, like, I'm not saying it's bad. It's really good. Anything, if you sell a toilet seat in the middle of desert in Dubai, it will get a specific amount of appreciation. Dubai will grow.
Yeah.
Regardless, just go with a trusted developer, you know, just basic background check, it will grow. I just got sick of selling the same stuff, different people. I don't want to call my clients and there's a new developer launch and I call them like, yeah, like 4 other agents send us this launch already. Like, thank you very much. It just became too boring for me. I wanted a different challenge. I wanted to do something completely different. So yeah, I just completely moved to Ras Al Khaimah. Packed my stuff.
Just like that?
Just like that. 1 month, opened my own company.
Congrats, by the way.
Thank you very much.
You know something funny?
Yeah.
I think one of the guys is in the company. I went to school with him. The same guy you're talking to on the phone. He went to Shoifat, yeah?
Shoifat Sharjah?
Yeah. Bro, how crazy.
What
how
in
crazy.
the randomness? You went to Shoifat Sharjah?
Yeah.
No way.
I
Wait,
swear.
you know him? You know each other?
I've spoken to him before. I remember him. I think he also might even remember me.
That's crazy, bro.
I know,
That's
right?
Crazy.
But he was like 3 grades or 2 grades above me.
He plays football. Do you play football?
Yeah, I've played football with him too.
He plays football a lot. Like, we play actually every week football together.
In Ras Al
That's
Khaimah,
crazy. Yeah. No, in Dubai.
In Dubai.
So we drive to Dubai to play football. That's the only reason I go to Dubai.
Actually,
Yeah.
come all the way to Dubai to play football.
Yeah, we'll play like big level.
Now, the main reason you told me like you move all the way to Ras Al Khaimah, it sounds like a business thing, but lifestyle-wise, like we're also tired of like the lifestyle in Dubai. It's too fast here. You know that.
It's a very good question, actually. Very, very good question. Yes, the short answer is yes. I got too tired of the lifestyle here. It's the same. It's the same.
It's repetitive.
You're whatever activity you have to do, it involves waking up in a place that you have no idea where, or being super hangover or talking to people the next day that has completely no idea of who you are.
Yeah.
Like, you just meet a lot of people. Like, it just became a constant thing. Like, you go, you party, you drink. You're my best friend. I'm gonna do business with you. Yeah, you're the best guy I ever met, or girl, or whatever. And then it just goes back to route 1. It's became a repetitive thing. Lifestyle is just all about. Don't get me wrong. You can do different things, but I feel like it became too materialistic, and people who want to live a real lifestyle in Dubai, I feel like they just simply can't afford it.
It's a struggle. It's a struggle.
It's a struggle.
It really is. Like, I feel like culturally Dubai is finding itself. It's getting there, and it's just everything's so confusing. It's like different events, but same people.
100%. Different events, same exact people, or people that came out of nowhere and they will leave to nowhere again, and people.
Rare for real connections to happen, you know. And I realize like the people I've met, like, you know, the networking events and stuff like that. I've met some great people, but which ones really, like, always the random, like me in the UFC gym, like now, like this is happening, but it's very rare. Like when you go to the occasions that's meant for meeting people, you don't actually really meet someone. Everyone goes to, like, if you go to a networking event, everyone's in the circles they've met before because that's what they're more comfortable with. Very rarely you actually make a connection with someone.
That's true.
And if you are already somebody, everyone at the event's trying to talk to you.
That's true.
So the mentality of that person is like, man, everyone's trying to talk to me. I'm just trying to have a good time. Everyone's annoying.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. It is factual.
And you're in real estate, so you've experienced like
it is
so
factual.
many events.
Especially for us, especially for us in the real estate market. Like nowadays, you have to be a real estate agent in the UAE. Because I can't say just Dubai. I have a real estate company in Ras Al Khaimah. I'm working there as well. To be a real estate agent in the UAE itself, it's all about how do I avoid looking like a salesperson. That's it. So you have to
Try to
literally
change the name. They try to say they don't say real estate agent. They say real estate advisor. They try everything.
real estate
to make that happen,
advisor,
yeah.
consultant, property portfolio, asset manager. Like there's
No, relationship manager.
relationship manager, bro. Like just different things. Oh, I handle an investment firm of Saudi client. People are like agents are trying anything.
Yeah.
So for me, it doesn't make sense to go and connect with people and just say I'm a real estate agent. Nowadays, for
Happens
us,
so much.
just keep it cool. I keep it natural, and yeah, I like to go meet people in the gym, for example, and or football or whatever. And I don't feel like connection events are there yet.
How long have you been in RAK now? Like living there?
Ras Al Khaimah. I've been there for 3 months.
3 months.
3 months, yes.
Okay. Lifestyle. Tell me. Lifestyle differences. Go ahead and be honest. Say the good and the bad.
Honestly, the good, the weather is amazing. The weather is at least
It's a
2
huge
degrees lower.
difference. It's a huge difference.
I mean, if you get 2 degrees less
Yeah.
in Dubai, anywhere compared to
It's
Dubai,
good.
if there's some wind
Mm-hmm.
and the weather is 2 degrees, if the weather is 2 degrees cooler
Yeah.
than Dubai,
Yeah.
then that's already a huge difference.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree. I know.
And you feel like I'm living by the sea.
Mm.
So look, get this. Logically, okay, this is what I did. So I'm staying in an apartment with beach access,
Mm-hmm.
with sea view, with all the amenities that you could think of. So like boxing bags, infinity pools,
Like the best case. In
everything.
Dubai, let's say,
Best
for
case
example.
scenario when it comes to
Yeah.
amenities.
Yeah.
And I'm paying the same price as you would pay for a studio in the JVC.
Mm.
I'm saying I'm paying the same price. With that, I have, again, I have nice weather, I have a beach view, I have beach access, I have all of these amenities. But with that, I get stuck for 1 hour in the traffic every morning trying to get to my job. And it's not even, JVC is considered the cheap luxury.
Yeah.
It's not even like
Yeah.
that. So it just made a lot of sense to me, like in the terms even with change, because why not, right? Like
Mm.
going and living by the sea, everybody would like it, but everyone is afraid of change. So this is why I moved to Ras Al Khaimah. I felt like, okay, I'm going to make the change. I'm going to make the move. The government, the UAE, already announced one of the biggest things that are going to happen in the market is the first ever casino coming to the GCC, the Wynn. The same exact brand as the one in Las Vegas coming now to the GCC. So the government made this move. Who am I to say no? I don't believe in it. I'm nothing, right? I am an asset to the government. So now, why not? I believe in the government's vision. I make the move, and I inspire other people to make the same exact move. Now, not everyone wants to move and live in Ras Al Khaimah, but I'm encouraging as well people, investors, clients, all my clients that used to buy properties with me in Dubai. If they text me about investing, say, Palm Jabal Ali or whichever new project is coming without mentioning names, I would be like, no, come to Ras Al Khaimah, check it out. But no, I don't want to be close to the casino. Okay, there's Min Al Arab, there is Al Hamra. There are big developments happening in that city. And I feel like whoever is there now is in the same exact spot as when they came to Dubai 20 years before it became to Dubai. So just simple as that. That's why I moved.
I see. That's really interesting. Now, I want to know this whole thing. So, because some people, like, let's say people who don't like live in the Middle East, they don't know what GCC stands for. Like, what is it? You know. So, in the Middle East, where do we already have casinos? Because I think, for example, in Egypt, I think they have casinos, right?
Yeah.
But like, that's not really technically the Middle East. So, where else? Lebanon, I think they.
So frankly, like I didn't. So there is in Egypt a casino. Lebanon, I mean, I'm sure there are like underground casinos or unlicensed ones or whatever. But there is in Egypt one.
Where else? Like in the Middle East, like nowhere. So Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, none of them.
Zero.
And it's crazy.
It's groundbreaking. It is groundbreaking. Like
it literally is.
And it's not just any casino. It's a proper brand, and there is a full study now that this brand that they didn't just come and say, okay, you know what, we're going to open our branch here. Like, no, it wasn't like that at all.
3.2 billion or something.
Exactly. More than that a little bit. They put around 3.4 billion, a little bit more than that. But yeah, good number. and it was followed by intense research. So it's not just like when the casino was announced, the airport in Ras Al Khaimah is getting an expansion. They're building 2 more highways in
It's
Ras Al
gonna go there.
Khaimah.
I can already imagine it.
The growth will be insane.
They're gonna take the blueprint out of what Vegas and everyone does. The amount of people are gonna be going there, like, okay, when the UFC happens in Abu Dhabi, everyone's there. Everyone goes there. When F1 happens. Now with the casino and stuff,
Yeah. Look, there's also another way I would like to put it, just to explain it a little bit further, because you said people don't really understand what's happening in the Middle East. They don't know what's the GCC. Again, to make it in simpler terms, Las Vegas, before it was Las Vegas, it was basically a plot of a desert. It was a desert plot. So that was Las Vegas. And now when I say Vegas, everybody gets this bling, bling, bling imagination.
It's literally a plot. It's the same desert
Vegas.
idea.
Vegas is a hype, but it was a desert. Now imagine this. Ras Al Khaimah is not a desert. Al Marjan Island, where the casino will be, it's not a desert. It's actually a man-made island, exactly the same as Palm Jumeirah. So imagine having another Vegas, but not on a desert, on an island, in one of the safest countries in the world.
That's actually, bro, it's crazy. I feel like people are not talking about it enough.
It's not. It's really underrated.
Because I can even imagine people who live in Dubai will go there every day. How long does it take from Dubai to RAK?
Oh, 50 minutes,
55
minutes.
Bro, everyone's going to be going. Everyone's going to be going. Literally, weekends, everyone's going to go.
Yeah.
Even if you don't live there, people are going to be
And
going.
this is us talking about this now. What about looking into the future? Imagine the flying cars.
Traveling,
Imagine the railway
everything.
system that they are building in the UAE. Imagine all these things. Big things are happening. And this is why I couldn't, with full confidence, advise my clients to buy something in Dubai when there is such a different opportunity in a completely different location that has crazy. I don't know how many times I said crazy. Maybe it's not enough.
It is crazy though.
But it's a crazy opportunity.
It's even crazier than like what you're, because people don't understand. So like, I'll give a short explanation. Like I grew up in Dubai my whole life, ever since I was like 4. One thing I realized, first of all, you were here for 9 years too, right?
9 years, yes.
9 years. One thing I realized is like I was here before it was like Dubai, right? Before it became like that thing, and seeing all the promises they made, what they actually fulfilled.
Thank you.
So many times people say that and it doesn't happen, but Dubai, they did it.
Thank you.
It got crazier. They said, how are they going to figure out that that's going to happen? Then when COVID happened, they expanded even more. Like they took it to another level each time. Now, what's interesting for me is, they used to say there won't be alcohol in the restaurants, but then they allowed it. They said the clubbing stuff, it's going to be this, but then they allowed it. They said, now this one's a huge step, and people don't understand how much of a big step this is. People say like, oh, now they're letting people do concerts in Saudi Arabia. Whoa, it's crazy. No, this is like something else. Now I want to know, Dubai, do you think they're going to come up with their own casino? Because that's the thing over there. They're going to do the whole offshore thing.
Oh yeah.
So that's the part that makes the argument, right? Because I feel like I'm asking myself, okay, why aren't all the real estate agents right now? Literally, because that sounds crazy. It's one of the reasons I really want to talk to you.
Okay. So I don't want to speculate. I like to, just wait till there's this big article like that is out there. I just copy the link and send it to you. I'm that type of guy.
Yeah.
But I like to also share the knowledge that is, like is used in the market. Now, this could be wrong. This could be right.
You're there, though.
I am there, so
you get to see it.
Exactly. But as you said, sometimes they say something, and then the next day, something changes. Okay, let's just put it in a simpler terms. There are 7 casino licenses right now that is in the UAE. So the UAE wants to grant 7 licenses for casino. 7. So the first ever one, obviously, will be Ras Al Khaimah.
But what does that mean? I'm sorry for jumping in. What does it mean, running 7 licenses?
So 7 licenses. So for example, the Win Casino in Al Marjan Island, this is 1 license. Obviously, they need a license to operate.
So they're only going to allow, UAE is going to allow 7 licenses?
For now. Exactly.
Okay.
But maybe not. Maybe it's going to just be the Win. They're probably going to see what is going to happen. How are the people going to take it? Is it going to be like, wow, okay, crazy, like there's going to be such a demand that Dubai will also get its own, or it's only going to be in Ras Al Khaimah. But as it stands, I definitely see towards the future, across the UAE, there will be at least 7 destinations that you could go and check out the gaming resort. Because that's what it's actually called, a gaming resort. But it's the win. The win is the casino.
I want to know, what's the company that's investing 3.4 billion? What are they called again?
MGM?
MGM. And they're huge. In America, they're literally huge, right? Now, because one person was debating this and he's like, yeah, but they're going to open in Dubai and stuff. And Abu Dhabi's this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, but do you think them, with their team, they're going to invest 3.4 billion before they figure out what could potentially happen there? I'm sure they made a lot more calculated decisions, right? And it's done. Like, it's happening. It's not something that's like, for example, oh, this might happen. No, it's happening. It's for sure going to open.
This is exactly what I mean. Like, people like to speculate a lot. I've been in the market for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
I have been the type of agent where I've been bullied by my clients. Well, they were not really my clients because I've been bullied, so they were not my clients.
Questioned. Yeah.
Bullied.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of saying it. Bullied as in, I've been cornered. Oh, you don't know anything. The market will crash. It's not the best time to buy. And I'm like, oh, please buy, sir. I was that type of guy. But every single person who doubted me during that time regrets not buying with me. Simple example. You know Amar Beachfront, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the first project I actually specialized in, Amar Beachfront.
Yeah.
And starting prices at that, I was selling Sunrise Bay, a building called Sunrise Bay. Starting prices were around 1.4 to 1.5 million.
Yeah.
Right now, if I get a call from somebody telling me that he would like to sell his 1 bedroom for 2 million dirhams, if he calls me right now, I will sell every single thing I own and buy that property for 2 million. Because the next day I can sell it for 2.5 million. Do you understand how the market changed? How people who bought for 1.5 million back in the day, where everybody was saying the market will crash and the market is not going to go high.
It's like 3 years ago?
This is 4 years ago.
4 years ago?
Yeah.
So in 4 years, it went up
Just
by 1 million
post-COVID, double the price. Just completely double the price. You put 1.5 million dirhams. 4 years later, you can sell it for 3 million dirhams. Just like that. Simply, no headaches. You didn't renovate anything. You didn't put it for rent. You didn't do anything.
It wasn't flipping. It was just literally buying and...
You just bought it. Simply, you trusted the developer. And then now you're selling it for 3 million. Okay. You waited 4 years. This is the beauty about real estate. And this is back to what you said about the UAE. Whatever they promise, they will do. That's basically what I also believe will happen in Ras Al Khaimah. People are saying, okay, Ras Al Khaimah, they are coming, they're doing a casino, they don't know what they're doing. But nobody's going to, you know how many zeros is there in a billion? Imagine like now 3.4 billion.
Yeah.
Can't even put that on a calculator to show the error sign.
But the thing is, other than the money, that company is like, they don't play around. Like, they're very calculated. They have some, correct me if I'm wrong, they're already their own casinos in America, like some crazy stuff.
Many casinos, they have.
Like successful ones, they know exactly what they're doing and they see the potential here. Like, I don't know, like people thought the UFC island thing, like people aren't gonna go the way they look at the ticket prices there. It sells like something else. Like, yeah, the one in Saudi is also big, but the way it happens in Abu Dhabi is a different story.
They're basically what's happening in the UAE at the moment. This is how I see the future.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically for the younger generation. You know, back in the day when we all wanted to go to the USA and live the American dream.
Mm-hmm.
There's no more American dream. It's going now to be the UAE dream, the Middle Eastern dream. Literally, the crown prince, which is the king of Saudi Arabia. What did he say back in the day? He said, and this is what he will do. He said, the Middle East is going to become the new Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And we are seeing things. They are putting investments in everything. They are buying every single license they can. So I think the casino will be a small thing in the next 10 years. It's not going to be even the biggest thing. There will be even bigger things. I wouldn't be surprised if they will bring Mars somewhere.
They're actually bringing
Put it
the
in
moon.
Fujairah.
There's a project, the moon.
Yeah, thank you.
You know which one I'm talking
There you go.
about?
Yeah, the
Actually,
moon. Yeah, in Palm, right?
Are they still doing it or not?
Yeah, I mean, pretty soon enough, you'll be driving in Palm like, oh my God, I'm a tourist again.
But that one's a crazy. I watched the whole story about it on YouTube. That one's crazy, like what they're trying to do. There's always a lot of things going on, man, with this stuff. But okay, so have you been to Saudi, by the way?
I've lived in Saudi for 14 years.
Oh, I remember you also lived in Saudi for 14 years. Which one's more exciting though? What's happening in Saudi or here right now?
Saudi was a learning experience. Like I forged my character in Saudi.
Yeah.
I was very young, but it was completely different back in the day. Saudi to back in my day. I'm not that old, but when I was, let's say in 2000, which is remarkable how fast they can change. So I was in Saudi during 2000 until 2014. I was in Saudi. It was completely different. No women driving, for example. They were not allowed at all. There was no cinemas in Saudi. You could literally... Very good times.
I'm joking. No women. Sarcastic.
I mean, no women driving. You're safer on the streets, you know.
This is the part where I get cancelled.
This is the part where
this is where it starts. Yeah. The beeper owner's like, oh my god, no.
Yeah, sue me. It's fine. So I can't get. We're Arabs. We can't get cancelled. I'm Arab.
Hey, listen, I still don't drive, so it's okay.
It's okay.
But bro, look. So you're talking about the stuff with Saudi. Now I want to go more back to the Ras Al Khaimah stuff. So first of all, I think it's perfect, like the idea of the casino happening over there, because what people don't know is like a lot of times people just go there for vacation. Even they're in Dubai, they go to the hotels there and stuff. There's a lot of parties that also happen sometimes, like these techno beach party stuff happen there. So the idea of the casino happening there, I see it like it works. Tell me more about it. Go more. You're living there now. Tell me the scoops, everything.
Okay, so what would you like to know exactly?
What do you want to tell me?
Ask me like, okay, would you ever move to Ras Al Khaimah?
Me personally, no.
Why not?
Because I'm going to be honest right now with the pod and everything, most of the guests that I would want would not go all the way there to do it. And I need there to be more people. Like I feel like I would go there, I would have a vacation. Like to be completely honest, I'll have a vacation home there. And I would go there when I want it to be more peace, because I know that it would be more peace there, less traffic, less everything, you know. As you said, the beach and stuff like that. But I have no clue, like, okay, how is the culture there right now?
I feel like the salesperson in me now is like thinking of a pitch and how, like, in my head, this is my toxic trait, convincing people to do things.
Do it, come on.
So, like, imagine this, okay? Imagine, it's 45 minutes. Imagine inviting people, sending like personalized cards that you would like to invite them to Ras Al Khaimah to come and shoot a podcast on an island next to the first ever upcoming casino. And you're shooting your podcast with a sea view and you're the first ever guy that's done it.
Yeah.
You know, that you're the first ever guy that does it, and it's not, the value is not going to be the same right now for you as much as the day the casino actually launches. And you'll be the guy that's known for everything. You'll be the cash guy, the casino guy.
First,
you know?
I have to like,
you know what I mean?
I have to have a podcast for them to come 45 minutes, you know?
No, but I mean, just book, I don't know,
How's
limo.
the culture there right now, Ras Al Khaimah? Like, is there events happening?
This is what's interesting in Ras Al Khaimah at the moment. So, there is Al Marjan, and then there is Min Al Arab, and then there is Al Hamra. So this is the white Ras Al Khaimah, the freehold areas, the more, I don't know, there's more Europeans there. There's not a lot of locals. It's more like Europeans there. There's more like different people, okay? Like, okay, I don't want to get cancelled.
No,
but I mean it as in like, there's more Europeans there, just simple as that.
Yeah.
So culture-wise, you meet a lot of nice people, like,
Where are you
dog.
meeting them?
There are actual communities, man. There are actual communities.
Like, what do they do? Like, is there is there a club? I don't think there's any clubs.
Okay, you're baiting me for this question since the start. You're baiting me.
I genuinely have no clue.
No club. Okay.
No clue. Boy, you think when was the last time you think I went to Ras Al Khaimah?
Did you ever go to Ras Al Khaimah?
I've went.
Barracuda, I think only.
This is why I find this so interesting. You think if I knew everything, I would be already. It's 7, 8. I think 8 years ago I went. Like with my family, like there was like there was this package they had. This hotel had like all you can eat. Like the whole hotel is like all you can eat. Yes.
Yeah,
and bro, I ate everything. There's like a pool. You're playing. You play a game. They even give medals. I don't know why I remember this so well. And there was like a football court. I was even playing. They're not like a football court, but like those, you know, the futsal ones. And that was the last time I went, and that's all I know about it. But I know like people who live there, like people I've talked to like 2 years ago. And they always come here because they can't find friends there, especially if you're like younger, like under the age of like
That's
21.
True.
What do you do there? Now I know it's growing,
That is true.
but as you living there, I want to know, like, is there
That
clubs?
is true. That is true. There's no clubs. There's
Okay.
no club. There's not. Okay. There's no
They're doing
Dubai
casino
clubs.
before club.
There's no Dubai clubs. The clubs are coming
There's
with the casino.
bars.
Oshwaya. You know Oshwaya?
Yeah, that's the techno.
The,
thing, eh?
one of the best clubs in Ibiza.
They're there?
They're there.
What?
Now they bought their own plot in Marjan Island. It's one of the closest plots to the casino, and they're going to be right there.
So it's happening.
This is the thing about Al Marjan Island. It's not only going to be the casino there.
There's things building it next
JW Marriott, Oshwaya, Astera by Aston Martin. Aston Martin is actually going to be there. Elisab partnered up with another brand is going to be there. Lamborghini, they're going to be there as well. Amar, they just bought their own plot. So basically you have the biggest players in the market all trying to take a piece of the pie. Now, again, I want to talk about the culture.
Yeah.
The culture-wise, I would say it's perfect for a family. It's perfect for a couple to go and focus on themselves and build themselves up.
But if you don't know anyone, like
If you don't know anyone, actually, it's a nice community. People are less stressed. That's what I felt.
Yeah.
It's not that expensive to live there.
It's not that fast paced.
It's not that fast paced. It doesn't feel like a struggle. You know what I mean? You go to the supermarket, everybody is smiling. You go on the elevator. Dubai is the same, but you feel it in Dubai.
It's very fast paced. The traffic's crazy. It's like there's too much going on. The same people, but like, okay, so in Ras Al Khaimah, but like, where would you go? Let's say right now, I live in Ras Al Khaimah. Okay, I don't want to meet people. Where do I go?
Go to Klo Barbecue.
What's that?
It's a place. Basically, it's a bar.
Yeah.
And it's just really interesting. I didn't see much places like that in Dubai. So you go inside, right off the entrance on the right side, there is like that game, the bull. You go on the bull and it just keeps going like that.
Yeah.
So there's like a game right there, just at the entrance. And there's like American music, and they have burgers and darts and a lot of games.
And everyone's just like vibing there.
And everyone's just vibing there. It's like a spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's nice. I really like it. Like we go there and you actually get to meet normal people.
And like you have actual like conversations and stuff like that.
Exactly. And people and girls are not going there for business, and men are not there to.
Since you bring up the girls, now I want to know, because my Dubai horrible. It's not working, bro. I don't know what's going on. As the real estate market gets better, everything my risk just becomes worse. I don't know. Dubai girls, I think things are changing, bro. I don't know. Like things are like different nowadays. So I want to know. Let's say me, okay, I go to Ras Al Khaimah and I want to go meet a lady. Just like go on a date, okay? Where do I go? Where do you even find this? Like
Klo. You go to Klo Barbecue.
And they're just hanging out there?
I mean, you could meet somebody there. You know what I mean? It's one of, let's be honest. Don't you sometimes think like, I would love to just bump into someone randomly?
Yeah.
You're not going to do that in a club here.
Yeah.
You're going to bump into someone randomly and they're going to ask you for 2,000 dirhams.
And it's the same
right?
script. Yeah. They always have a clock on their head.
There's always like a price tag, you know, you're waiting, please don't be Russian. Please
it's like brands for less, you know, sometimes.
Bro, I swear, exactly, it is that.
The more the time goes, the more less valuable the brand becomes. But
that is true.
But other than that, it's like I feel like even when it's not like that, it's the same. Like almost like it's like the same script. You meet someone, the same conversation. I got bored of I can't even do it anymore. Like the whole trying to find a new way to start the convo and stuff like that. It's like I want to skip the first, let's say, first week, where it's like the basic questions and all those kind of stuff. And I feel like the competition for men specifically, it's crazy. Having a real relationship in Dubai is insane. Let me tell you something interesting. So when I went to the supercar community, shout out to 2555, by the way, some of the greatest people, what I love about them is that they have it's like a genuine supercar community where everyone's actually interested in the supercar and everyone's so close to each other, you know? And I got to meet a lot of like cool people. One interesting thing I found is like the ones that are in a proper relationship, like they're in it for like the long term and stuff. I'm like, bro, so where did you guys meet? Oh, we were in Europe. Rarely I find ones like, oh yeah, man, I met her here. And it's like, and that scared me a little bit. And there was another guy, I watched him on YouTube for a while. He's like a proper AI guy. I also want to get him on the pod somehow. He made a video. He left Dubai. And I'm like, what? This guy, he built his whole business. Like, and he became crazy successful here. And he was talking about everything. And then one of the things he talked about was the whole idea of like meeting your potential partner. I'm like,
Yeah, finally.
You know, like I'm not saying it's impossible, but that is a struggle. That's one thing I like about what you're saying about Ras Al Khaimah. It genuinely does feel more community based because like, in order for culture to happen, in order for things to really set in, you need like it can't all be quick pace. You can't all be one event there right now, bro. It's crazy. People don't understand. It's like if you're in like Canada and America, it's like in the middle of the week going out. It's like, bro, it doesn't make sense.
That's true.
Wow, there was this girl. She's like, Cash, let's go out tomorrow. I'm like, bro, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. What do you want to do? Let's go clubbing, bro. What do you mean?
Yeah, and they come and they follow up with this question.
Wednesday?
You know? Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is the thing. When you asked me the first question, why did you leave Dubai? I feel like deep inside, this is one of the biggest reasons. Is that I'm tired of the same thing. I'm a person that loves change. I love changing, not like because just I'm bored. I love changing when I feel like things are not going really well sometimes. And you know these things. Khalas, you crave for a connection. Money is amazing. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. You can never be depressed in a Rolls Royce. You know what I mean? Never.
Oh, you can.
But
you can.
No,
let's be honest.
I'd rather be depressed.
How many guys did you meet with a Rolls Royce? I know what you're gonna say. I'd
rather be depressed in a Rolls Royce than a Corolla. Yeah, sue me. Yeah, boo-hoo.
For sure. But the thing is, in both of them were depressed.
But listen.
How many obnoxious guys have you met who are crazy rich?
Okay, listen. If I'm depressed and I'm broke, all right. If I'm depressed,
it's much harder to come out of it. Yeah.
I shouldn't be depressed. That shouldn't be my biggest problem.
Yeah.
If I'm rich and I'm depressed, I can work.
Can go travel.
I can do it a lot. Okay, can you travel without money?
No, you can't.
Can you go take your girlfriend out on a date?
You'll be one of those backpack people on Instagram, the ones that made the video. Man, I bought a ticket for $42, and he's going there with a turtle.
Exactly, that's exactly what I mean. So I still have to do. Why I'm saying this is I still have to be logical with my change, and it was just the perfect combo. Getting a fresh new start, and then going to a completely new, different market that I believe in so much. It just felt like destiny.
But that wasn't the only change you made. Start your own company.
I just start my own company.
How's that? What made you want to start? Why didn't you just? Isn't there like any other like? Why didn't you just go work in another company there?
To be very honest with you, it's just for the simple fact is I got tired of people telling me how to do things. I've been in the market for some time, and it's not really about like it's fine. I heard this advice from this guy the other day, and he was just a content creator. Like it's not. I'm not saying the content creators are bad, but he was working for someone already. It's not like this guy is established or anything. He was just trying to make it as well.
Like the guy who's giving the advice doesn't really know what it.
I don't. That's the thing with me. I could take an advice from a janitor or a CEO. It doesn't matter. People have experiences in life. People have ideas. People read different things. So I asked him. I was like, Omar, why don't you like start your own thing? Like, why do you want to take orders from somebody? Like, do you like taking orders from people? He was like, well, if they know what they're talking about, I don't mind. And it makes a lot of sense. Like,
not everyone's meant to be leaders.
That's true.
I can see it in you, but you right now, being in a leader position, you start your own company, you feel, now you're starting to realize like, damn. Like I remember when I started initially the company and I was like, you start to feel like, oh damn, like this is like the difference between a leader. Like leader never sleeps. CEO never sleeps, man.
Yeah.
You always got to be there. You got to take care of, now it's not only you that you have to take care of, you have to take care of the people like, under
That's
you.
True.
So not everyone's built for it. Some people, they're made. Like, bro, when I was in university, I met some people, I'm like, man, this guy's 10 times smarter than me and everything. But he just doesn't have that thing. The thing is like, he's so calculated that makes him not actually go forward with everything. In life, sometimes, like if Dubai was going to be super duper calculated, I don't think we would be able to have the creativity and the ambition to make the things that we want. I'm not saying they weren't calculated, but if we were going to be super duper like, oh, how are we going to take this desert and turn it into this?
That's true.
It's crazy. People said it was never going to be possible. People are actually going to move here and live here. It was a crazy concept. But look.
That's true.
Look, now it's starting to make sense. You can never look in front and try to connect the dots. You can only look at the dots in the past and try to connect them. So when I met you, I see it. Like, but not everyone's built for that.
That's true.
the
That's
risk
true.
taking and everything. So how is that going right now? You have your own team, your own everything. How's that going?
Honestly, I feel like I'm still like trying to process a few things. A lot of things are different. Not much has changed because as a real estate agent,
You're used to it.
I'm a real estate agent at the end of the day. Like whatever I do, I'm a real estate agent. I'm a CEO, but I still find myself as I love the thrill of it. Calling people, taking them for viewings, finding
You're
a
used to
good
the
deal.
uncertainty and the randomness.
I mean, there's nothing. Okay, I don't advise to be uncertain, but with all the deals, I like to be calculated. But at the same time, it's not guaranteed, right?
Nothing's
It
guaranteed.
all goes down to like, are you gonna take this deal or no? But I like to keep my chances at 99%. So the 1% is luck. So I do 99% everything. I do like whatever the guy needs, the investor, the client, whatever they need. I do it 99% research and everything, and then I leave the 1% for luck and chance and whatever. So like this is how I feel about it. Like I'm still a real estate agent. The funny things with it is like when things are not going that well sometimes as a CEO, because it's a startup still, and it's not like I'm not the CEO of Apple or anything. It's I just started the company like 3 months ago. When things go wrong, or when things are like average a little bit, everybody will start pointing at you. Everybody will start like, looking at this guy. Oh yeah, he's not good enough. He's this. He's that. And this is like, I feel like it's unwanted attention that you get. Thank you.
I know
thank
what
you.
you mean. You
Thank
get
you.
unwanted
Cash
attention.
Studio. Shout out. Respect. Giving water.
Thanks so much.
They have like this X-ray thing. They can see if you're thirsty. I was actually thirsty. How did you find out?
He's a genius. He's a genius.
Bro, this guy is
Yeah.
AI.
But put it on this side if that's fine, because I think the camera covered. Now, I agree. I agree with everything you're saying. The things that come with it, especially when you're starting out, like when things go wrong, you have to be the person that's 100% like positive, and that's where a leader comes in.
I don't want to interrupt you. This is one of the most, as a company owner, this is one of the first thing that I realized. People think like, okay, yeah, I want to start my own thing. I don't want to work 9 to 5. Fuck that. I want to do my own thing. And little do they know that from a 9 to 5, they're literally transferring to a 24/7. So that is one thing. And then the other thing next to it is that no money is really yours. The money is not really yours. Whatever you make, you have to reinvest it again.
If you want it to grow.
If you want to grow.
If you're doing something real in Dubai, like you see all those videos, the scammers and everything, saying this and saying that, it's like, man, you're complaining about 9 to 5. This is literally,
brother, I will tell you
9 to 9.
something.
It's you wake up and you sleep.
I'll tell you something about Dubai, and this is why I find it actually easy mode. Honestly, I find it so easy compared to other people that are like, oh, Dubai is a struggle. It's impossible to make it in Dubai. The competition is crazy. I find it completely false, the statement that Dubai is such a struggle. People are missing out on one very, 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 very important thing.
What is it?
To imply on themselves. Be authentic. That's all you need. Just be authentic.
That's exactly, I feel like there's so much potential. And let me put it this way. I love the way you said everything. I 100% agree with it. Dubai, people in Dubai, not the locals, I want to be specific. I'm talking about people who came here recently and all these like new entrepreneurs and stuff. I feel like they're spoiled. Let me explain more what I mean by that. You ever met a guy, he comes from a very like rich family, and you're like, man, this guy, like, he can make so much happen. Why is he not doing it? And then you realize more as you grow up, you're like, oh, so when you have everything and you're comfortable, it's hard to make things happen. And then I realized, I'm like, man, where's the next Elon Musk, the next Steve Jobs, the next big guy? Like, where is he? Dubai gave us all the perfect resources. Like, okay, it's safe. Here, you have all the resources. If you want to make something, it's so easy to do this and that. Where are the people? And then it hit me. I'm like, oh, when you look at all these stories of these entrepreneurs, you see struggle. You see struggle.
That's true.
When people who have never been to America, like for example, me, honestly, because I grew up in Dubai, I went to school here, I did everything here. Once I left, I went to university in Canada. It gave me perspective. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Like, oh, wait. Dubai, like, I went there in the airport. I'm like, damn, what's wrong with the Canadian airport? It's like, oh, no. Dubai airport was perfect. I kept
That's
asking
true.
myself, why does nothing work here?
That's true.
And I'm like, oh wait,
That's so
no. Dubai is just like that. The more you travel, the more you go around, like nothing is. There's good and bad everywhere, but I realize it more. And something about, for example, you go to like downtown. Like I went to university in Western London, Ontario. When you go to downtown, which is supposed to be like the best part of the city, what do you see? You see crackheads. Just as like family, you want to go with your family and go eat dinner or something,
Wow.
and you see crackheads, just there. And there's one thing they tell you: they say never look at them because they're gonna come follow you. So
Oh my God.
in Dubai, you go to downtown, you're never gonna see something like that.
Definitely not a crackhead.
Not a crackhead. You go to the bus, you're not gonna. These things are not gonna happen. So
True.
something about being an entrepreneur, I feel like in Canada and America, where everything's not perfect, you're making a big decision, and you go and you see the things around you, the fear it puts into you, and once that makes you take the extra risk. You come here, you're working on something on a Tuesday, invite you to a yacht party. On a Wednesday, they invite you to something else. You meet this rich guy, that rich guy. Everyone says they're doing this, but the more you get into it, you're like, oh, okay, that guy does that. He doesn't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
That's
they're
true.
making money, but they're not really making money. Everyone
That's
says
true.
how much they're worth, but it's not actually how much they are. I'm not dissing anyone, but I'm saying Dubai, I feel like Dubai gave us the best of everything, but it was almost like an experiment of like, oh, we give you everything, so where are the big entrepreneurs? So we need the authentic, the people who are going to take the risks, the people who are going to make the different thing. We're not afraid.
It's missing out really, like, I don't mean to be corny
Mm-hmm.
at all. It's missing out on a little bit of love, don't you think?
For sure.
Right? Like it's
For
missing
sure.
out on a little bit of love
The
and
crazy
a lot
passion,
of
love,
authenticity.
risk.
Or vice versa. A lot of love and a little bit of authenticity. That's what it's missing out. There's no passion. There's no love. When I mean love, I don't mean like you go and you just go and get married. No, I mean people, when they sit and talk with you, it's always about something, what you can do for them. Who are you, what you can do for them, and how soon. That's all it's about, right? And this is the problem here. Like that's why you're not getting really, I feel like that's why entrepreneurs are not maybe being entrepreneurs enough. And then when they become these entrepreneurs that made it, they already understand all of this and they choose to be alone. And that's just the nature of things here. I feel like a lot of the people, they understand that the comfort is in the
Turn to wolf.
solitude. Be a wolf or be alone.
Yeah.
Because you can't
One
do it
wolf,
otherwise.
yeah.
Hang out with people, help them out, try to help them make it or whatever. Next thing that happens, you end up having 23 black points in the car that you gave them to borrow, and then they lose the car keys or whatever. This is an actual thing that happened with me. And it's stuff like this. So it's designed, the way it's designed to be a struggle. Yeah, like people just...
I think it starts with people who are going to take the risk. And I think the content creators play a huge part. I do believe that
That's true.
there needs to be a big
That is a
shift
big
in
part.
content creators.
That's true.
A huge shift. It's too corny.
That's true.
Nothing against them. Hey, who am I? I'm the guy. At least
Creating
they're making
content.
money. They're trying to make it work. They're doing much better than me. So who am I to say this? But this is just like something I feel like the level is set here. It needs those innovators because what do we know? We know when one person comes and does something, everyone else starts to
That's
copy
true.
it. So we need those risk takers because it's scary. If you come and do something that hasn't been done before in Dubai, it's like, okay, when it works, who do you go to? There's no community. If you're in America, you want to build a software company, right? You want to do something, but you go to Silicon Valley, you hear all the stories. When you hear about these entrepreneur stories, for example, how PayPal was made. Bro, PayPal was made through like the cultural thing they built, all of them together, the way it's crazy. So it starts with a big innovator who can build a work culture.
Yeah.
Then the communities are created and it goes there. But I feel like it's starting because it's crazy. How many years has it been for Dubai? Like 35 years, all of this?
It is pretty fresh. It is pretty fresh. But again, when it goes back to the content, I agree with you 100%. Like, USA is not new, right? The USA has always been there.
Yeah.
Like not
Even
all.
the
No,
UK,
I mean
even
not
the
always.
UK,
Even the
even
UK,
the UK.
even Germany, even like every single place that has TikTok
Yeah.
and Instagram. Look at the content. It's very rare that you open the phone and find yourself getting inspired. You actually find yourself wasting 2 hours, 3 hours of your time that you haven't learned anything in except, oh, I want to do this challenge. And those are the videos getting viral. Ask yourself why. Like I managed content creators before. This is actually one of my side hustle that I tried doing. I didn't really enjoy. It wasn't an enjoyable experience because no comment. But anyways,
You weren't creating what you wanted to create. You realized you're morphing into something else. Was that what was
I was
going on?
managing a social media creator, a
Yeah.
content creator. And it was all about what can I say in 3-4 seconds that will grab the attention of who's watching. And I
Yeah.
don't know. So it's all about playing mind games on whoever's watching the video. This is the reality of things. So that's
They're
why
all
people,
turning into mini Mr. Beasts.
yeah, I mean, Mr. Whatever, man.
Literally, they're
not,
all trying to become like
Yeah,
another
yeah.
version of that, copying what's already happening in America, instead of saying, okay, how can I do what I enjoy and what inspires me and find a way to make that work?
exactly.
Because it's risky. It takes time.
Exactly. And it became like now all about, oh, I'm in a Lamborghini with a money gun.
What is the biggest mistake someone can make investing into real estate?
The biggest mistake
Biggest
someone
mistake.
can make investing in real estate,
Anyway,
being stubborn into their own opinions. Don't go into the market thinking you have all the answers and you know everything. Be open-minded. That's the biggest mistake, is to be stubborn, is to not be open-minded, is to not research, is to not understand what does the product actually have to offer.
that's why you go to an advisor.
This is why you go to an advisor. A lot of people badmouth agents, and I don't blame them. 85%, 90% of the agents in the UAE should not be agents. I mean that. 90%. I would go as far as that. Not even 60, 70, 80%, 90%. Anyone can be an agent. Real estate companies have, like, one of the reasons why I opened my own real estate company is I heard this a lot from recruiters when I was being recruited to real estate agencies. Is that, oh, we follow the 80-20 rule. I'm like, okay, what is the 80-20 rule? So basically the 80-20 rule is you hire 10 people. 8 of the people you hired are expected not to last in the market, and 2 of them will be amazing performance. So you're telling me you are going to get 8 human lives. You are to bring them, selling them the dream, telling them, yes, maybe you have what it takes. Give them the phone, let them call as much people as possible. And then there's 80% chance in all of the people that you hired that they're not going to make it. What about the people that they are calling? So you're giving a guy a phone that you're not 100% confident in to make him call 100, 200 people a day. How are you expecting the market to be good in that sense? So that's why, back to the point, that's why people don't trust agents anymore. And you can feel for them. But still, it shouldn't be an enough reason that you should avoid not going to agents and just trying to do it your own way, because mistakes will happen down the line. A real estate agent is not only a person that finds your property and sells it to you and that's it, it's done. A real estate agent's job is actually more complicated than that, way more complicated. And I don't want to get salesy right now, but it's actually just exactly how I see it. It's all about the aftercare. This is what I say to my clients.
That's what I realized, the most successful real estate agents, that's exactly what they say. They say because you build a good relationship and then things come out of that later on.
Yeah, look, this is exactly the line I say to my
Genuinely
clients,
care.
and I stand by it. Our relationship does not end when I sign the deal with you. It's
Most
where it
agents
starts.
and new ones is always like that. When you do it, khalas, they forget about you.
Yeah, exactly. Our relationship starts when we sign the deal together.
I like that.
This is where it starts. It's the easiest job for me. I want a property for 2 million dirham. I make 2, 3, 4 calls. I have a lot of contacts here already. I found you the best available option. You need the bank, no problem. I call Sanjeet from Emirates MBD. We get the mortgage paperwork done. You get a mortgage. That's very easy, man. But what comes after is, am I going to fulfill the promises that I made to you? Are you going to, if you are an end user, is it actually the home that you need? Yes, it will be, because I understand you. If you are an investor, is it actually going to meet your investment expectations? A lot of investors, they care a lot about ROI, rental income. Some of them, they don't understand the market well. Some of them understand the market well, but unfortunately, they suffered by dealing with a lot of bad agents. They had a lot of bad experiences, but it still doesn't mean that you should go and do it yourself. You will always suffer. So, biggest mistake is to be stubborn and not open-minded. That's 1. 2, try to do it yourself. cannot do anything. You cannot do it yourself. You don't go to a doctor. You sit on a doctor's chair and tell him, yo, bro, what's up? Look, I have this tooth that needs to be removed, my eye. No,
You have to trust.
You have to be transparent, right? The doctor will ask you like a lot of questions. You have to answer everything, and the doctor will tell you exactly how you have to do it. So it's like that. It's just like that.
I feel like first-time real estate home buyers are always like that because they're anxious. It's like their first big deal. But then you would meet someone who already has a portfolio, and they know this. It's typical people who've already let go and let things be. They've understood this concept. So I like the way you went about that.
Look, it's again, it's something that why I would tell you why a lot of agents, they find it really like a struggle. And I never found it as a struggle. I never struggled in this job. Alhamdulillah, I was blessed. And again, it all goes back to being authentic and being a human. You are a human coming to me, cash, right? You're coming to me. Adnan, I want to buy a property. The first thing on my mind shouldn't be how much commission am I going to get out of this deal. The first thing on my mind that I will ask you is, where do you feel comfortable? Where do you want to be? And are you going to get it for him? And the question that bugs me the most, agents ask, are you an end user or is it for investment? Like, what the fuck does this even matter? Even if you are an end user, it is a fucking investment, like at the same time. Sorry for cursing. But
yeah,
it is an investment.
No, it's true. Even if you're getting there to live there, you still
even
care
if you will not, like, one day you might move, right? One day you don't want to move out from a property and find out, oh, but I'm an end user. Shit, I lost all my money. No, like, even if it was you were just an end user, you can still make some money out of it, right? That should be the idea of it. It's crazy, bro. Like,
why do you think you have a good heart when it goes into this? Because I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not going to name the person, but there's someone I know who recently joined in real estate. MashaAllah, he made a good few deals, but completely heartless. Like, doesn't even care about, like, I guess, like, being selfish. Props him, it does work sometimes. But why do you feel like you're taking things the right way?
I am 100% confident that this guy you spoke to me about, even though he is heartless, if he doesn't have his clients, even let's just say he's completely heartless, but he's smart. It could be that, right? If he is smart, he will not mess up his clients. If you are a smart person, you will not ruin your clients' money. You will not ruin your reputation. Our job goes as far as our reputation. I'm not saying he's ruining the
money. It's more of like he's not getting the best thing for the client. He's going in the middle.
He will lose.
Like long term,
he will always be a middle person. He will always be a mid guy. Fact, I am confident saying this.
You've seen it. He
could get lucky. He could close a couple of deals. He could drive a Lambo. You'll see him driving a Lambo. Long term,
it's not.
Long term run, he'll lose his money same way he made it, by screwing people over, right? So people will screw him over too. Like, you are as good as the people you surround yourself with. If all the people that came to you with money and trusted you with their money, and you didn't give them the best, life goes around, right? You will also need to put your money somewhere, and people will also not give you the best, and you lose your money. Now, there is no perfect scenarios into anything, but at least this is a scenario I'm comfortable with. By giving the best, it's not about heart. Like, people don't care about that much these days. I want to deliver results. I deliver to you good results. I am Apple. I want to be Apple.
You want to bring a long-term relationship.
I want to give you a product that you can trust. Apple is not the best phone out there.
Yeah.
Why is Apple?
You always know when you get Apple, it's never gonna
you trust
break
it.
down.
It's easy. It's simple. Yeah. You can understand how you Apple. Very simple. Go on Huawei, bro. Huawei.
The updates, like, why are we updating right now? You know, like, it's so random. They've learned how to. It's like Amazon. They know how to perfectly serve you. You know.
Exactly, and it is not even about serving you. Honestly, like Apple. Again, I want to re-express this. Apple doesn't have that much features as an Android or a Huawei. Did you check out Huawei's features? It's insane.
Crazy.
The president of North
Korea.
They can
zoom in on the moon or some shit.
Bro,
but, like, who wants to do that?
It has so much more features.
Yeah.
But still, I would buy an Apple every single. Because I trust the brand.
I used to have the Samsung Edge. You know the Samsung Edge?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Same.
I thought it was so cool. I never even used the Edge. Wallah.
Bro, I had a Motorola. Do you remember the BlackBerry?
Oh, BlackBerry was the best though. That was the best. Like, BlackBerry was good. We need that one to come back though.
What happened suddenly?
They're still there. So what's funny is they actually didn't go bankrupt. They're actually still functioning. Instead of becoming they still put out phones, but like not the same way as before. Like they're not making innovations. But what's really interesting, they turned into a software company. So they actually, what is it called? Patented a lot of stuff and they give it to other companies. That's what they did. Instead of like trying
they
to
had
go with the back career.
they
It
were
was
going
crazy.
on such a run, and then suddenly everything changed.
And it changed.
The
I think
world
they made the right
became-
move. They would have died. Look what happened to Nokia. They would have died for sure.
Bro, like, I don't know about that. Like, they were already doing touch stuff. Nokia, were they? Were they doing touch
I think
screens?
they try. I have no clue if Nokia. Is still
Nokia,
doing it or not.
I just remember Nokia, like the phone you want to like hit someone with.
Now I think now I think they just use it as rocks. They're building some buildings.
For
The
construction.
Nokia building. You have Benghazi, now you have Nokia, and the features they built it with
That's a
Nokia.
cool man.
Now I'm giving them ideas.
Yeah, it's a good one. The Nokia building.
You'll have Nokia events.
Lifetime warranty. Nothing
Nokia
will ever
events.
happen. No
You know
leakage.
the one you have to take the ball, you have to throw it on the thing. The guy falls into the thing. I don't know what's called. They take a tomato, they throw it. It hits the red button, and the guy
And
falls
then the
into
guy
the
falls
water.
in the water.
They
Yeah.
do it with Nokia.
No way.
I'm joking.
That's
But
such a good
imagine they
idea.
did that.
Bro,
We're
but no,
giving
like,
them ideas.
imagine hit the guy.
He's
Game
gonna die.
over.
Khalas, bro.
Game
Khalas.
over.
They're gonna use it as
Coma.
a weapon, bro.
Coma.
But okay, that being said, with everything we spoke about, let's say I want you to forget Ras Al Khaimah, forget RealEstate, forget Dubai, forget everything.
I can't.
I say you are right now a consultant. What kind of consultant are you? You're a consultant that gives advice towards people who want to go into the real estate market, okay? Who want to become real estate agents. Be honest with me. Forget everything. If someone wants to go and become a real estate agent right now, what's the best advice you can give them in order for them to actually succeed? I'm not saying, and I know, the answers are not always 100% there. But what would you actually advise them the best bet on? Go ahead.
Do not, there's a lot of practices in the market getting into real estate. There's a lot of practices that you will see, people doing rubbish. Honestly, it's very, 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 very tricky. But actually, okay, let me rephrase the whole thing. The best advice I would give to someone who's just starting in real estate. It's a very good question, actually. Very, very. It would be the same thing I applied on myself. I will share my story, and maybe people would take advice from it, or
Because fun fact,
take a
even
spin.
though you came 4 years ago, it was still saturated.
Yeah.
It was the
Actually,
same thing.
actually, Cash. I can call you Cash, right? You're Cash. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Actually, I joined real estate just post-COVID. So I will just say my story and exactly how I did it. I feel like everyone should at least follow the same guidance. Not in the essence of going through the same stuff, but applying the same rules to themselves, the same discipline. The same principles and discipline. So I was completely broke. And I don't want to be this LinkedIn guy. And oh my God, he was broke. And I want to make some rubbish story. I was dead ass broke. I was living in a studio in Sport City. And I wanted to leave that studio completely. So I went and, I made a deal with my dad. Like, listen, I want to go to school. I don't want this life. I'm so tired. Yada, yada, yada. So I wanted to change my life. Khalas. I wanted to go to study, get a university degree, and come back to Dubai with an actual degree.
What degree? What degree?
Just business.
Business?
Okay, every trap. All of us, we fall in the same traps.
Yeah.
So I went to Syria for 2 months. I came back immediately. I dropped out of school completely. I dropped out. I came back. My dad was like, okay, listen, if you're going to make this move after all of this, then you're on your own. I'm not going to help you with the studio that you need to pay for. I'm not going to help you with your DIWA bills. I had a car mortgage. I needed to finish my car payments. I had a lot of payments I needed to make. So he
put you on
it was
the
an
spot.
impossible deal. Like the common sense for any human being is to go back. I stayed. So I went back to my studio. I was with one of my really close friends. And I told him, listen, man, I'm on my own right now. I have no money. I have nothing. I had literally, I had with me 600 dirhams. 600 dirhams. And
one caviar.
I had, one caviar, exactly. I ate it and die, starve to death. I had no money at all. So I told the guy that moment, bro, that was in January. I told him in March, I needed to make exactly 25,000 dirhams.
Okay.
It's not a big number. 25,000 dirhams. This is the number that I needed to make in March. From January until March, I need to make 25,000 dirhams. I mean, for a guy in my situation, 20 years old.
That's crazy.
That's
it's a
that's crazy, bro.
yeah,
That's like
yeah.
that's
Like,
like
how do you even do it?
how do I do it? Every
Yeah.
single job and it was post-COVID.
Mm.
So like every single job, like who is going to hire this guy without a university degree? My CV looked like, bro, it was horrendous. I actually will get it and I will attach it to the screen.
Okay.
It looks so bad. And I opened LinkedIn that day and I was just applying to different jobs. I knew I couldn't do part-time things. I couldn't do whatever. I needed to do something. And the only thing that I was applying for was two things. So back in the day, it was Wolf of Wall Street was a big thing. So I was like, okay, I'm going to be Jordan Belfort. So I applied to stocks, exchange companies, you know, these people who sell stocks.
Yeah.
And I applied for real estate positions, a lot of them. I got a call from a stock company and I actually went. They offered me a salary of 1,000 dirhams and then a commission from every stock I sell.
Damn.
So as I was speaking to the guy, he was like training me. I realized it was all a scam. It was all fake. I just basically needed to scam people. And I convinced them to open. It was just really weird for me. I left the next day.
You're like, I don't want to open this door, you know?
I didn't really leave the next day. I got a call that very day. And it was from a real estate company. So I was like, hello. And then there's this woman on the phone. She's like, hey, is this Adnan? My name, I remember her name. Laika. She's like, hey, this is Adnan. This is Laika from XXX Real Estate.
Her name's Laika. I've never heard Laika before.
Laika, yeah. She was a Filipino woman,
okay,
yeah.
Interesting, yeah.
So she's like, I'm calling you from XXX Real Estate, for example. And I was like, yes, hello. And then she was like, oh yeah, we would like to invite you for a position as an investment advisor in our company. You're going to be meeting with our CEO. I'm like, I swear to God, I'm not joking. My next line was this. Are you sure you got the right guy? Like, investment advisor, bro. I'm like, I'm just
all the names they add to this.
I'm
stuff,
20.
you know?
Well, advise who? Investment?
Yeah.
I was like, just yesterday, I just want to be a broker, you know, just like show you a few apartments to rent, you know, try to make some money. Like, no, investment advisor. We know we got you're Adnan, right? It's like, yes. Like, yes, I have your CV, investment advisor. Like, yeah, sure, why not? So that day I was like partying with some people, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And we had
At
like
a club though? At a club?
No, a house party. Mexican house parties, bro. It's crazier than a club.
Find those, okay.
Yeah. So I stayed there. I finished. I was like, okay, I'll make it. I woke up the next day on time, sharp, as if I had like 100 hours of sleep. I was sharp. I was there. I met with the CEO. I sat with him. And he asked me a few questions, yada, yada, yada. And then he was like, yeah, Adnan, I can tell you're young. But listen, I can tell you're hungry as well. And I will tell you one thing. There's 3 types of agents. There is agent A, B, and C. Agent C is the agent that would make 0 to 5,000 dirhams a month. I was like, oh, 5,000, not bad, okay. Agent B will make like 10 to 30, 40,000 dirhams a month. Start like selling properly. I was like, I'm sold at this point, like just say less. Agent B is good. Agent A, 300,000 plus a month. I was like, listen, man, I'm ready. At that moment, it's like, I told him, I'm ready. I'm like, I'm in. Whatever I need to do is that he asked me actually, like after the follow-up questions. So what do you think? When can you start? Told him I can start now. He's like, okay, come tomorrow. I came the next day. Okay, this is the part where you have to, the beauty starts. So I came the next day with my suit from Zara that I bought for 1,000 dirhams.
And I still totally do not wear suits from Zara.
Yeah. Actually, sorry. But
I don't. No,
I wear like, I don't know, this is Italian. No. Yeah, no, this
nice.
is. Yeah.
Okay.
So I went. I remember I had one suit that I bought like a year back, and I had 2 shirts from Zara, and they were really, really, really good. Were so underrated because you can just put them in a washing machine, you take them out, and they would be like, they were like anti-wrinkle, anti-crease shirts.
So you can just like use them.
So you can just put them in a washing machine as much as you want. So I was wearing that, and I went to the office. Okay, this is how the journey is for new agents. It begins now. So I met an agent. just walking in. I sat with him. Oh, you're new in real estate. I will teach you. Don't worry. I am here for 60 months. I was like, okay, this guy is 6 months. Did he close the deal? Not yet.
Ooh.
And then I was like, oh shit, maybe it's just a dream. Maybe this guy also scammed me. Maybe it's a game. So I started to see the job. It was like explaining to me, you get 4 leads a day from our CEO. You get 4 leads a day. You just have to call them and explain to them this thing. And like, okay. And they will buy? I'm like, no, you have to convince them. So I have to call 4 people every day to convince them. Like, yeah. I was like, okay, cool. I can call 4 people. No problem. So I called. The first guy doesn't pick up. The second guy doesn't have any idea who I am, and he never inquired. The third guy never picks up. The fourth guy slams the door. So like my first day was weird. Second day, third day, I started to realize actually harder than it is. But like, bro, I got rent due. It's either I close the deal or I get like
every day
evicted.
The stress becomes
every
more,
day, yeah. Like no, it's not just that. It's just like at that point, I've accepted the fact that it's either I close the deal or
you don't.
I'll go back to Syria. No, literally, I close the deal or go back to Syria. It was not, I want to stay in Dubai, I want to close the deal. So this guy was like, oh, the leads are not good. They're complaining. This is not good. They're not giving us enough marketing. So I went to one of the closing agents, the agents who's actually making money. And she was nice. She was nice to me as well. Like she was polite. I spoke with her. I was like, hey, like, what do you think I should do? So I started getting advice from the agents actually closing, not the agent who's been here for 6 months, haven't closed a single deal. Like, call data. Like, what do you mean call data? There's people that they have inquired before. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years back, they made inquiries. Call them. I was like, okay, and it's easy. Yeah, no, not really. Like, they're getting a lot of calls from agents, but call them. So I was one of the agents. Sorry, guys, one of the agents that was calling randomly. I was just start calling every day. My third day in calling, I got one Italian guy that wanted to like sue me because I called him at 4 a.m. and he woke up. I called the local number. Say one
Italian guy who bought a whole.
No.
He wanted to sue you.
He wanted to sue me because I woke him up and I disturbed him.
Yeah.
And it was like a horrible experience. I was like, it was the first time someone ever shouts at me on the phone like that, as in this job.
No spaghetti for you, my friend.
No spaghetti. Mama spaghetti. Yeah, no spaghetti.
And then what happened? So he wanted to sue you?
And then, I was like, damn. Like, I'm going to stop. Like, I put my head back like this, actually. Just like that. And I was like, but hey, it's better than going to Syria. So I was like, back on the phone. So I had a sticker on my phone that said, pick me up, I make money.
Yeah.
So I continued calling. I met this one nice lady on the phone. She, oh, you're doing real estate? Yeah, I'm doing real estate.
Where?
Bangladesh.
Okay. Yeah.
I would say her name. Maybe beep it out, but her name was Shayla. Okay?
Shayla? The one from Bangladesh?
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Yeah,
continue.
Like that. Like his mom or something? Wait, what?
Good.
So I spoke with her.
Yeah.
And it gets crazier now, the story. So I spoke with her. She was like, oh, actually, I'm looking for a studio for 200,000 dirhams with a balcony, 500, 600 square foot plus in JVC, and it has to be ready. So you know these memes where client expectation, client budget?
Yeah.
It was one of those memes.
Yeah.
Okay. I was still so excited.
Yeah.
Hey, someone picked up the phone. Like they wanna buy
There's
a property.
There's something there you can work towards. Yeah.
So I went to my manager, and this is again a problem in today's market. I went to my manager. I told her, hey, listen, like I have a buyer, and this is her requirement. This is the budget. First thing she did, I kid you not, took out the calculator. Adnan, this is how much commission you will make. Are you sure it's worth it? Bro, I'm starving. I have no money. Plus, it's a client. A deal is a deal. I was like, I don't care even if it's 200 dirhams. The commission was 2,000 dirhams.
You want the ball to roll.
I was like, I don't care if it's 200. I'll make the ball roll. Even if it's not for, even today.
The connection.
Even if today I get the same requirement, I will close it. Why not? It's a relationship that I built, an experience. Well, it depends on how long it will be. I could assign it to my friends or whatever. I just will not let it go. So I worked on it, and I built such an amazing rapport and relationship with this client that she would talk to me about everything. I became literally her son, her brother, we became very, very, very close. So long story short, from that first call I made to her, 1 week later, I end up doubling her budget. She got, instead of a ready apartment, she actually got an off-plan project.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't get a studio, she got a 1-bedroom. And it wasn't in JVC, it was actually in Arjan. So we changed the whole budget. And I ended up making, from 2,000 dirhams deal, I ended up making 34,000 dirhams.
Which is over the amount that you
Which is
needed
over
in
the
first place.
over the amount that I originally wanted to make.
Mm-hmm.
And it was in February.
Damn.
Not even March. So it was 1 month later. I did
Yeah.
real estate. 1 month later.
With a great connection, made the money over that.
Exactly.
How long
So-
did it took for the money to come in your account though? Because now it's a big thing. Where
This is a big respect to the company that I worked with, Deja Vu Real
Yeah.
Estate. Shout out.
they're still there.
They're still there.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Javid, yeah.
So I signed. The guy told me, it was the guy. It was the woman. Her
Mhm.
name was Saika.
Mhm.
She told me that, okay, listen, sign the SPA, sales and purchase agreement. Once it's signed, we'll give you the commission.
Damn.
So I signed the SPA. The money is still not in the account, but they gave me the commission.
Damn, that's
By the
legendary.
way,
That's legendary. It's rare
Yeah.
these days, you know.
it was yeah. They were very, very, very good. I didn't like. They could have
Mhm.
just kept me hanging or whatever, but they
Mhm.
paid me. The lesson out of all of this, what I would say,
Mhm.
is just be a good person. Be a good person, be disciplined, be hungry, be informative, and try to put your clients' interest at best and never, ever, ever, ever give up. Stay away from negative people. Surround yourself by positive people. Not only positive, but successful as well. That's the ultimate combo you want to have in your life as a real estate agent. Okay? What if you do this formula properly? There's no way that you will not close a deal in 1 month.
Mhm.
This is how I believe. This is what I believe in. And that's the advice I would give, because this is what I went through. It's facts.
It's a good one. I
Yeah.
see it. It's a good way for everything to start. Another thing I would say is like, see that manager you went to, she wasn't thinking like, oh, he just like started. He could need this. She was thinking in her perspective. For her, it wasn't worth it. And she was
Yeah.
like, hey, go put your time elsewhere. And another thing is like, I feel like, you know, the real estate market, there's really not like a specific playbook to it. It's a lot of free ball. You're dealing with people. It's
That's
something that
true.
can be automated. So you should deal with understanding people
That's true.
and how to actually be a people's person. As you said, the game doesn't last that long for the selfish. You might get lucky for the first few months, but it's going to come back to you.
Factual.
Most successful real estate agents I met, they always say, including, for example, Ras. It's one thing he said is like, he closed the deal with this one person. 2 years later, just comes and buys a whole nother thing. And then there was another guy I spoke to. He was like, yeah, man, the biggest secret I can tell you is like, you actually do a great job. The relationship doesn't end once you actually make the deal. Even sometimes they call you, there's a problem with the property. He told me there was like that Emar was deciding to like not go ahead to that project. So the client wanted to get their money back, which you could, but then the other agent was telling them, oh no, it's impossible. He didn't want to spend time. So he didn't have to. He went all the way, figured it out, got the money back for the client. He didn't make anything throughout that entire process. But he told me 2 years later, that person came, bought a full floor. So, and that's how it wraps up. You see real estate agents who've been in this game for 5 years. It's only about surviving. They always say you just have to survive. You have to be focused. It's not only about that. Be a good person, survive, do it. Then it starts rolling. Everyone sees like, man, how did this guy just close like 6, 7? Like how? Oh, you know why? Because this is all from the past. Investments from the past. I feel like Mourinho.
Yeah,
Now, you know Mourinho's
yeah.
video? He's like, that investment from the past.
He is Jose
It's investment
Mourinho.
from the past.
He is Jose.
Look at me talking. I'm not even a real estate
That's
guy.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah, someone else is joining us right now.
He was sitting in that shame chair.
But I love.
Chair of shame.
But I love.
I feel like it was too long the
whole
story,
thing.
but it was like facts.
No,
yeah?
we're gonna cut up. I'll tell you later on how we're gonna go about
Yeah.
it. All good. Hi, how are you? How's everything? Cash, nice to meet you. That's Omar. Yeah. Everything's going good by the cameras and stuff. Okay, good. But what's it called? That was good. That was really good. Now, the other thing. If I have 500,000 dirhams, actually no, $500,000, where should I invest?
If you have $500,000,
Yeah.
bro, go to the clubs and get some, you know. I'm just
I
kidding.
should've.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. $500,000 where you should invest. Good question. $500,000. Okay, is it? Do you have only $500,000?
Only 500,000. That's my budget.
This is $500,000 allocated for real estate, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would advise you to go towards RAK Central. Okay, this is basically going to be the new modded DIFC of Ras Al Khaimah. It's a completely new location in Ras Al Khaimah. Very, very, very good location. Very good potential it also has. This is one destination I would advise you to go for. Or I would advise you to go to Min Al Arab. So there is a building in Min Al Arab called Quattro Del Mar. It's developed by a developer called RAK Properties. Basically, RAK Properties is the Emar of Ras Al Khaimah. It's also a semi-government developer, and Min Al Arab, it's their whole master plan. So they are managing everything. Historically, over the years, we've witnessed this already in Dubai. When Emar, they did downtown, they did everything. They did the infrastructure, the roads, the building. And why did they do that? What did the residents, the people who invested in downtown, what did they benefit out of it? Is Emar actually controlled the aesthetic of the location. Emar controlled the brands. Did you ever drive in downtown and see a karak place? Like a cafeteria?
No.
Why do you think is that?
Sometimes I did. I think like it's very rare.
Downtown, but not Al-Qos, not around downtown, but like downtown specifically, like on the boulevard. Would you see any shop that is...
No.
It's everything is posh.
Yeah.
So this is what Emar. So this is the standard of Emar. Just drive 5 minutes to Business Bay when everybody is doing their own thing. You can already see like things are messy. So that's why I would advise to go and purchase something in Min Al Arab. Min Al Arab is also a master community.
They have the same vision as
They have the same exact vision of Emar to build a master community, and they did Min Al Arab. Obviously, it's in Ras Al Khaimah, but it is a waterfront community. So downtown is not a waterfront community. I would say go invest there $500,000. You could easily 30-40% by the time the casino is even closer to hand over. So yeah, Min Al Arab will be a good destination for you, and RAK Central. What I will do is, Cash, I will send you 2 proposals to look at, and we'll organize a Zoom call together, and we could look at the options and see which one is more suitable for you. What do you think?
I'll tell you what I think. I have a question.
I lose myself
I'll
sometimes.
tell you what I think. I'll tell you what I think. Imagine one day you're about to close a huge deal, okay?
Yeah.
And the guy's like, you know what? I'm going to bring it for you in cash, okay?
Okay.
He comes to give you the deal. He brings me with him. How mad will you be? He brings cash. Instead of bringing the actual money, you think you're going to make your commission? And then they have to give you a piece
I'll
of
take it to the black market immediately. Sell your organs.
Yeah. I don't think you'll make that much money in the black market.
I get what you mean. All right. No, that's better than the deal.
I don't think. How much would I go in the black market, honestly? What am I going to sell, man?
I have no idea, bro. I have no idea.
Nothing.
Ask,
that's a different podcast.
Ask Omar. I feel like he knows.
Omar, he might end up in the black market depending on how the conversation goes out.
Depends, yeah.
It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
But wait, so all jokes aside, so I got it. So you would say with that money, you would invest it into 2 different...
That was a funny one.
But you would invest into 2 different, like diversified into 2 different places, right?
No, you cannot really diverse. It's not that big of a budget.
Yeah.
But I would not just offer you one thing. I would offer you 2.
The potential is in many places. You're like, you need to like,
we need to understand. I don't want to tell you just buy this, get this, without showing you what else is there. We have to. There will always be. Well, for example, let's keep it simple. You go for shopping, I'm sure, right? Everybody goes for shopping. I'm the type of guy. Honestly, I know what I want. I go, I buy it, I leave. Khalas, that's it. But most of the people, the mindset is they would see a place and they want to see the other. They want to just compare things a little bit. I understand that. And sometimes the clients, when you show them and send them just one option, then maybe they will feel a little bit shy to say, oh, show me another one or send me another one. Or there are other agents that are actively sending them options. Yeah. So you want to be able to tick all the boxes off the start. Yes, it could be slower because you're giving them more options to think about. But at the same time, you must do your due diligence by providing them like enough options. Okay, this is what you get for $500,000. You could also get this for $500,000. And sometimes I would even make it lower than your actual budget. Why do you need to pay 500? Maybe it will be 470. Sometimes it will be higher. So we will just understand your needs a little bit more and offer it to you, just like that. So this is the safest investment strategy to go with.
Now, even though I wish I was actually in the situation where I could go ahead and invest, but let's give a more realistic one. Let's say I want to go live there, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you're advising me like where to go and stuff. Where should I go? Tell me.
I would get to know you a little bit more. Where would you like to be? I'll ask you questions. I will never just tell you now off the start.
I like the quiet. There's a reason why I came into like this spot. I just love the fact. I feel like over here is one of the oldest parts of Dubai, obviously other than Deira, and the air is different. Everything's different here. I don't feel like they forced like a whole building, to be here. So it feels a little bit less. I guess I don't like too much of the city. I like being close to the city, but not in it specifically.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
So there can be more peace, more quiet, and stuff like that. And what else? Let's see. I obviously want to be in a position where there's always a gym around.
Okay.
I don't like driving to the gym all the time.
Okay.
I'd rather just like walk to
Community.
it. Community is really important.
Pets. Pets.
How many like bedrooms?
Do you want to have a pet? Like, are you a
One
pet
bedroom.
guy?
One bedroom.
No, pets like
Pets?
cat or dog.
Not right now, actually.
Not right now.
Yeah.
What if you get a girlfriend and she want to get a cat with her?
First, we'll get the girlfriend. That's the harder equation than moving to Ras Al
That's
Khaimah.
true. So look, I would definitely say Min Al Arab. Getaway. There's actually a building called Getaway
Yeah.
in Min Al Arab.
It's actually called Getaway?
Gateway.
Gateway?
Yeah, I call it Getaway.
Getaway? Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, man, imagine
It's
someone
nice.
sending you like,
Yeah.
man, what's your place? Getaway.
Yeah, Getaway. No, like it's a getaway. You get it?
Yeah.
So-
But the place is called Gateway.
Gateway.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Very, 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 very nice finishing.
Is that where you're at?
No, I am in Pacific.
Why are you there?
I'm closer to the
You
casino.
don't want me to be next
I'm
to you?
closer to the casino.
You want me to go to the casino?
I'm closer to the money. Yeah.
You're ready
like,
for blackjack.
closer to the cat. I'm ready for blackjack. Yeah, all jacks.
Here,
No, honestly. So my apartment, basically, I chose it because it's the closest thing to the casino, and the view of my apartment, I can see the casino. So I can basically send you construction updates every day.
So
Literally.
since you're that close, tell me something we don't know. Tell me something, because like, let's be honest, the people in Dubai, real estate agents, they can also sell Ras Al Khaimah, right? Actually, one of my really good friends, this is one of the good ones. He actually sold his first property, and it was something to do with like Ras Al Khaimah. So I want to know, what do you know that the rest don't know? You're there, you're watching. Maybe in construction, you see there's two blackjack machines. I don't know.
About Ras Al Khaimah, something
Ras Al
that.
Khaimah casino. I want to know the scoop.
Okay, do you know we have an Elvis Presley impersonator.
I saw that.
Did you know that?
Stories.
How cool is that?
I thought it was him. I thought he came back to
Yeah,
life.
you know what I mean? So we have that. So there is life. There's a lot of life.
I think
actually,
if Elvis was alive and he saw that guy again,
Bro.
he'll die again.
Bro, yeah. Here we go. Nah, I'm out.
He's like, no way.
Bro, there is a mini cute community happening right now in Al Marjan, which is like right next to the casino.
Yeah.
And this is not something not many people will know. Like, again, there are events, there are shows, like this New Year's, the fireworks. Ras Al Khaimah just broke another record to have like the longest fireworks ever. Another thing, we have the longest zip line in the world. There's a lot of horse stables. So Ras Al Khaimah is not only like, okay, yeah, the casino is coming up, guys. No, there's a lot of also natural destinations. You want to go horse riding, you want to go camping, you want to go diving, you want to go whatever you want to do basically when it comes to nature, it offers that. So it does offer this, and we have an Elvis Presley impersonator as well. So come on,
But
man.
other than the experience, I want to know investment, things that are happening in development, the inside scoop, something,
Okay. Something interesting actually I want to point out when it comes to inside scoops. There's this developer, they did the funniest and I think smartest thing ever that I have yet to experience in today's market. So you know how every developer, they want their building to be facing the beach.
Yeah.
So when your building has a beach access, logically, it will give you more money.
Yeah.
Their building, the building that they have, was not on the beach. So it didn't offer beach access. So what did they do?
They created the beach
How?
by taking sand and then putting water
Where?
in front of the...
No,
Where?
on top.
Huh?
Exactly.
What do you mean? Like on
So
top?
instead of creating the beach, like every single beach how it is, they actually did it on the roof.
How
So
big is this
they
beach, though?
created a beach
How
on the
big
roof.
is this? How does this like tower look like?
It's big enough to have a beach on the roof. Like just put it that way. But it's actually so smart. It's actually very, very,
Wait,
very,
it's
very
already
smart.
developed? It's already done?
No, it's under development right now at the moment.
How does it look, the top? Like, how does it
So
look?
it looks like there's a beach on the top. I don't know how the
I don't
it's
know, like they're
different.
gonna put the sand
It's different,
and
yeah.
stuff.
So there's obviously a lot of studies that they did and what so.
The Instagram people are gonna
But-
love this.
Yeah, bro. Instagram
I can
post.
already imagine the videos. You see this? This beach? Guess what? It's on tower right now. You know, I can already imagine all of
Guys,
them.
this beach. I just came to this place and they have the beach on the top. Oh my god! How much you pay for it? Actually, I have the beach on the top. No way. And
If you swim too far, you might fall down. You gotta be careful. They're gonna go all the way.
bro,
Damn.
but this is one of the
How'd you find out about this? How did it happen?
just random.
You
Funnily
saw
enough, it
it?
was pretty random. So I was talking to one of the sales developers,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Yeah, weird flex, but okay, we got the beach on the top." I'm like, "What? Beach on the top of the building?" And I just can't. I can't stay quiet about this. I can't shut up. Every single person I meet, I'm like, guys, there's
Okay, I
this
like
building.
this one. What else? Do you have more?
Okay, what
I
else?
feel like he's holding onto something.
There you go.
That's the one? That's a beach.
Is this one?
Are you sure? Or did you make it right now by yourself? No.
Manta Bay-
Is
no,
that
not
actually the
Manta
one?
Bay. The one with Olga.
Damn. That actually looked nice. Well, the way I was imagining is like, I don't know. I imagine it being square. That's nice. You can like walk around
It's the
it.
one with Olga, not Manta Bay. There's another one. It's not Manta Bay.
It is.
Manta Bay, right? Manta Bay. Never,
What
okay,
else?
advice to the younger generation: never doubt yourself. Trust your inner instincts.
What else?
Mic drop. But yeah, so it's called Manta Bay.
They have two beaches, one on the podium level and one on the top. So you
Yeah.
choose.
Yeah, so
There's like an elevator in the end of the.
yeah, how
you know.
freaking crazy is this?
That is crazy. So
Honestly.
it's the one you showed?
Yeah, it's this one. It's Manta Bay.
Oh, actually looked cool.
It's
as
called
well.
Manta Bay by Major Developments.
That's actually, I like that concept. They're always figuring out something new.
Brother, come on. Like, tell me, it's not even only about the casino anymore, right?
The Nokia building has competition.
The Nokia building is a different one. We need to not like release this, by the way. Like,
Imagine they actually end up
imagine it
doing
happens.
How funny
Nah,
would be that be?
I don't think they'll do it like somewhere like in Dera or Barsha.
As a joke.
No, I don't want this Nokia.
What other?
Okay, so there's a lot of brands. As I said, Ushuaia is there. Aston Martin, we like random enough, they're there as well, doing a lot of good work. The building looks amazing. Aston Martin. So this is something also interesting. Not many people know about because people are all selling the same stuff. You're actually going to have the longest swimming pool in the world in Marjan Island, and it's going to be in the middle of island number 4 in a place called Marjan World. So Marjan World will be basically a mixture between residential and commercial space with a mall. So basically another Dubai mall. Its wow factor is that it's going to have the longest swimming pool in the world, literally. So again, another landscape, right?
They're doing
Another
it over
landmark.
there.
They're doing that. Like imagine
We're
you're
gonna go there too.
imagine you're
see.
shopping while you're swimming.
Okay, so I have another interesting question. Are you ready for this one?
Go ahead.
If, let's say there's in Vegas, obviously the casinos, it's very known, and at that there was once a time where people said, "Hey, there's going to be casinos here. It's going to be the next thing." But they're saying the idea. I want to know if someone was to come and say, "Okay, there's an investor who's been investing into the Vegas casinos. There's a new one opening up, and he wants to choose. He's like, oh, should I do another one here, like how I've done my past portfolio, or should I come and do Ras Al Khaimah? There's a new thing that's happening in the Middle East. It's never been done before. They're doing it recently. Should do it there." Why am I asking this question? Well, these investors understood how the casino business works and stuff like that. Is that something you're learning right now? Are you learning because fun fact, one thing I do know is in Vegas, some of the casinos, they have their own theaters and stuff where fights can happen. There's its own is that something you're studying?
Definitely. I need to learn more about the market. But frankly speaking, at the same time, I'm not so interested at what really happens inside the casino. I'm interested more about the amount of tourism boost that will happen because of the casino. Now, numbers wise,
But won't that be connected to what's happening?
it will
in the
definitely be, it
casino?
will definitely be
How much
connected.
do we know about the casino that's going?
It will. Okay, so what we know is what we see on the TV. Like there's a lot of like the common fact.
Your reaction is
for us-
interesting right now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like you're holding back. Why are you holding
it's
back?
the Arab and the Western in me, like connecting. So like, look,
No,
to
I
keep
want,
it-
I
to keep
want the straight up thing.
to keep it like completely simple. I don't know. I'm not the type of guy that would like sit and promote like playing poker or whatever and doing like all that.
You're not
right
promoting. I just want to know what's happening. Like, is there a caveat? Is there like, okay, so we already know like the name, they're like doing something different, which is nothing wrong with that. I just want to know, if I go to a Vegas casino, am I gonna have like be able to do the same thing there?
I mean, not really. I wouldn't
Why?
because there will always be a cultural thing.
Like what? Do you already know?
Okay, I don't know for a fact, and I know for a fact at the same time that locals will not be allowed to be inside the casino.
What?
Yeah. And I feel like also it's more to protect.
Wait,
protect
so
them?
local people
Yeah.
are not allowed to be in the casino?
Nope.
Is that actually like a thing?
I mean, again, I know for a fact, and I don't know for a fact. But
Omar, fact check this. Omar, fact check this right now.
yeah,
There's
you,
actually-
you might not see it on.
No,
on
I'm
the-
doing it for you. This is
But
one
it
thing
will
like,
be.
yeah.
But it will be like. It will be a fact. Like off the record, it will be a fact. Like local people will not be allowed in the casino.
Damn.
Yeah.
Bro, I feel like they're gonna do anything.
And
they
it is
can
smart.
to be able-
It is actually smart.
Why?
It's the right thing to do. Imagine a local losing all his money in a casino, brother.
Oh, it's not good. It's not a good
It's not
story.
good, brother. It's not
Okay,
good.
other than that, what
Haram,
else would be
haram,
different?
big time.
What else would be different? Though?
What else will be different? Let's put it this way: hot take. If Tupac was in Ras Al Khaimah
Yeah.
instead of Las Vegas, he would be alive today.
Yeah.
So let's just say it's a lot safer.
So it's gonna be a lot safer. They have
100%.
many different things.
100%.
In
There's
place.
going to be a lot more
But
security
casino-wise,
regulations.
it's very similar.
Casino-wise,
everything.
it's completely similar. Like it will be, again, we don't know. Actually, I don't want to say something I'm not 100% sure about, but it's the win. Obviously, there will be a lot of regulations in the start, a lot of things you can do or you cannot do, but there is a license.
Just like the clubbing.
Exactly, it
everything.
will.
It's
They
gonna-
will
it will
feed.
figure it
They
out
will give you
itself,
with
yeah.
teaspoon, a little bit in the finger, a
They'll
little bit
find
in
a
the
way
teaspoon.
to make it work.
They will make it work. And
The
again,
right way.
And again, it's the demand. It's the demand. It makes complete good sense geographically.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna
You
be
know?
crazy. Everyone's gonna be always coming to go over. That's interesting. I didn't know about the local people are not gonna be able. I feel like I heard it somewhere before.
Listen, I heard it from a like local guy. Like he told me this.
Yeah.
Like local people will not be allowed, and I heard it actually from several people, and it makes a lot of sense. Like if
News-wise, it does. Like, oh, local guy lost all of his.
imagine
money and
like
stuff.
it could happen, right? It could happen, and it's bad. It's bad for the storyline. It's bad for the place. It's bad for everybody. I would even be surprised if they ban it for Muslims. Like I would be not surprised if they ban it for Muslims,
I
Arabs,
don't
for example.
I don't think they're gonna go that far.
Well, yeah, exactly.
People will start changing religions. Then they come back, they switch again.
Listen, we don't know. But what I know for a fact that the way this country operates, they have good strategy when it
For
comes
example,
to
they
doing things.
figured out how to do clubs and everything without people losing it. Like I went clubbing in Canada and clubbing in here. I'm not saying anything's perfect.
Yeah.
Everything has a fault. Dubai has its problems. Canada has its thing. But one thing I realized, like, it's a lot safer to party. Like if you're a girl in Canada and you're partying, it's not the same.
Bro, the worst thing that could happen to you in a club here is like, I don't know, get punched or punch somebody. Like, is that
Actually,
the
that's
worst
true.
thing? The
That's
worst
true.
thing?
Yeah.
But like you hear in different places like about shootings and stuff like that. That would never happen here,
Yeah.
alhamdulillah. Like it stays this way always.
Mhm.
But they know how to handle things.
They
They know how to regulate. They know
yeah.
how to implement proper strategies. They
Mhm.
know how to control the people. Crowd control here is amazing. It's very simple. If you do something wrong and you break the law and you disrespect the culture and you actually try to harm somebody
Mhm.
in a very, very, very bad way, you get deported. It's simple.
Mhm.
In Europe or in, I don't know, in my country, in your country as well, probably. It's like, oh, you go to jail, you pay a bail, you go out, you do the same thing again, you go to jail, you do the same thing again. Then it's just a continued thing. Here, there's no second chances. Just be a good human being.
Mhm.
Not even asking you to like, they're not asking you to pray. They're not asking you to wear whatever. They're
It's like
asking
have
you
a good time, do the thing, but
follow the
respect
rules.
some of the
Follow
some
the
of
rules. Follow the
yeah.
rules. Don't go all the way crazy, like trying to actually harm someone or somebody, and everything will be fine. So that's why I believe having a casino here, it is not really going to do that much harm that we think
I don't
when we
it
think
will.
about
No,
like.
no, no.
No, but look at Las Vegas. Everybody's scared. Oh, casino. Like if you win the jackpot, you lose all your money. They'll kidnap you. This will not happen here.
We already have different things that everyone said once it happens, it's gonna change everything, and oh, they're actually doing this. Is gonna and they figure out if there's anyone to do it, it's them.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
And what I really liked about this whole thing, one thing I realized is you're mainly really excited about all the things that come with it, around it, rather than the casino itself. You're like, okay, whatever's happening, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be coming there, which means it's a start of something that leads to a lot of other things.
Yes.
And that's why you took the risk and trying to build the foundation over there.
100%.
I see. Now, last but not least, great podcast. I really enjoyed it. There's this thing I do with every guest that comes on, okay?
Okay.
I want you to look in the camera. Imagine you're talking to your future self, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to post this video, this exact part, in 1 year.
In 1 year.
In 1 year, exactly. 365 days after this, like
Okay.
on this exact day next year, I'm going to post it. Talk to yourself. Say 5 things. Say 5 things that you're going to do. And when I post it, future you is going to comment responding to those things.
You ready?
Whether you
This is
achieve
like bombs about to drop.
them. Go.
Okay.
5 things, yalla.
Okay.
It could be predictions. It could be something, oh, did we do it? It could be anything. But imagine you're watching yourself saying this, and then you have to respond in the comments.
Okay.
Future you is talking to you in a way.
I'm responding to the comments to who?
To you.
I'm responding
I'm
to
going
the
to
comments
post it.
myself?
I'm going to post it in
okay.
1 year.
In 1 year, you're going to post this video?
This exact clip.
Okay.
On
Say
Instagram.
less. Say less. 5 things. What's up, brother? Well done, brother. So, never doubted you for a second. Against all odds. You're just a stupid guy sometimes, thinking with your emotions. It's okay. So, this is what I'm predicting for you, okay? First, you're going to have 10 million at least in your bank account. Second thing, you're going to be top 10. I'll go easy now. Top 10 Arab artists in the Middle East, worldwide. Top 10 Arab artists. This is from next year. So this is plan of action now. And the third thing, hopefully you will have found your partner and you're happy with her. I mean, you know I'm I'm talking about, but never know what happens in 1 year.
It would be funny if you comment that you guys actually broke up and it's gone.
What?
I hope it went well, but like
I hope
the
I
future
hope
when
it
you're
went well,
commenting, because you have to respond.
It didn't go well.
Okay, that's the one.
I'm
What's the
single
fourth one?
clubbing. Fourth one, so I want to be humble with this one.
So the fourth one, what's the
the fourth one, I want to be humble with it. 37's real estate, top 3 companies in Ras Al Khaimah.
Top one.
Wait.
Top one. With
Okay.
Alongside
So what's the fifth
my
one?
amazing team. The fifth thing, you will be more complete than the person you were this year. And that doesn't mean you should stop. Just keep going. Don't stay in the same place so you don't go through the same mistakes that happen with you many times.
Perfect. Amazing podcast. That's it. Let's get it.